No, yeah. What than a little bit.
Very chilly.
Yeah, fine. Yeah,
Chilly pa. But yeah. Me am pe weather we no.
Weather.
We are gidi am ni nyom.
Asa an area.
Yeah, but who says we are no Bobby Bria? Na nyume ne dem ash. Asa un near condition ne. Ceiling fan nko ya. Asa na un ne mind.
Ceiling fan we go.
Obi nko yo.
The
kokoro nyi. Nti enya ne say na we enya fan crash with that. Me anam pe we no.
Oh yeah, we
come on.
But reason behind can we happen.
Oh, when I down one.
Down one da.
No da. Okay.
And one.
We are for the answer. Actually.
Now we are for.
Then for the time now come now. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Allez. Rich.
Kofi.
Oh, bien fine. And me who never be Rashford and Villa anymore. I think I usually anchor lone players, the anchor teams in Shedder on Williams.
Sure.
But I like what Barca are trying to do with Marcus Rashford. Before we talk about the real issues, no, Rich, the optics here are very important. Just across the city, El Madrid, Cromodom, no. When you move from Barcelona, you go to Madrid, of course, as the capital of Spain now. Real Madrid have 2 English players. And take it or leave it, it is going to give them good optics in England. There are probably a lot of people who maybe wouldn't have cared about Real Madrid as true and true English boys, but because of Jude Bellingham and Trent Alexander-Arnold, Madrid, they want to see them. Of course, Thomas Tuchel will come and look at them and stuff like that. And now, Barca getting another English boy was very important. Did you see? Marcus Rashford had a lot of things to prove. First of all, to himself. Second, to the teaming people who felt like Marcus Rashford is finished. It doesn't matter the club those people support. But it's over a couple of years ago, and she now you coronavirus won't sing some no. England the 4 by Becca say or not by no one. So feeding ticket and now come the school boys England and Manchester they wanted to cancel it for almost a month. Marcus Rashford used his salary from Manchester United to pay for these feeding tickets, and he is known as somebody who is philanthropic in England. So the optics is good for him. Again, Rich, Barcelona didn't really need Marcus Rashford. Macari several times. Even in terms of left winger, apart from the fact that they needed a natural left winger, they didn't need another attacker in their team. Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, Dani Olmo, Ferran Torres, Robert Lewandowski. There is a lot of quality. And they can't say need. I don't just say Marcus Rashford. I won't need for so. But enya dia se Barcelona enya and come season in Koso. If you look at the squad in itself, I think Barcelona need more fullbacks than Marcus Rashford. But Rich, it is an excellent move to bring Marcus Rashford to Team FM Football Club Barcelona, because Marcus Rashford now as a boy, you know, Rich, he wants a place to relaunch his career. Or maybe a better springboard, amano. Now, in 2016 February 25, Abra Sega Emma this debut at Old Trafford against Arsenal. I was saying 2 goals and gave 1 assist to Abra under Herrano. It was so a fluke. This was 17-year-old Marcus Rashford, who was still attending school, senior high school, and he man debut Manchester United. United, you know, before, after say your friend is saying Neville brothers, Zemone, Geximono, young players like that in recent times have not played for Manchester United, especially when they are through and through for the Manchester United Academy. Rich, and when the Premier League posted this, I was so excited. And it tells you that the English will be interested in whatever happens with Marcus Rashford in Barcelona.
And it's a gamer.
Rich.
Oh boy, in film to that.
No. Say, we are Manchester United.
And what me answer about?
Show me your show. Show me your show. And that show me in fact, and now Premier League posting a lot of the goals that Marcus Rashford has shared, and most of them were against Arsenal. Which look at this, young Marcus Rashford. And video no any there, so I can't give you the full insight into it. Into who's a person, it's because of copyright infringement possibility. It's almost every time Marcus had that caught the far side on Eko. Then what is a commentator and can say this is the young boy Marcus Rashford, the same head now the one Kakra. It's show the ball control from the left hand side. And then when I make catch on the athleticism, the pace and power, the directness of Marcus Rashford. There is one thing that we've not spoken about a lot about Marcus Rashford, and Barcelona will enjoy it. Rich, the ball striking ability of Marcus Rashford. See, as he play a more shots. Rich, Marcus is one of those very, very excellent players. Apart from the athleticism, the directness, the dribbling, and the pace of Marcus Rashford. No, Rich, first issue, almost bringing it down boxing. Referee now man a penalty. Now look at the reaction of the young boy Marcus Rashford. Oma man a penalty, and then he knew that Charlie, there's going to be a lot of issues. And with Fiifi and for team my friend Arsenal. He went on with a game, Rich, later on, scoring 2 goals and then teeing up Abrantia. I think this was the first goal from the right hand side and across the EBM for Abrantia friend Marcus Rashford. Now, Rich, look at that for Rashford. First control, bam! And only goalkeeper know them, Peter Cech. Rich, Marcus is an excellent player.
Yeah. Or the Gina touch. Yeah. You say, Abrantia Wangum.
Yeah.
Because that time 17-year-old
young boy.
The neighbor boss game.
Yeah.
I'm far.
Yeah.
You know the English.
Yeah, of course. Rich. And whether Marcus' attitude na ama we bad the low and ultimately will be a word no.
Sometimes management too.
Yes. Rich sometimes too he's a little bit unlucky. You see, Rich, if you look at Marcus Rashford Abra Oba Louis Van Gaal, how long did it take for him to stay at Manchester United? There have been a lot of changes at Manchester United since Marcus Rashford became a player. So stability, Krano. He didn't get it as a player, as a young player, to grow into it. And Anche, the big boys in the Manchester United team, left. Now a lot of the onus was on him as an 18, 19-year-old boy from team at your friend FC Barcelona. And now, Orion unveiling Okasembi, and I want you to play for me.
The A2.
What you said about Manchester United?
Okay. I say, that's bleeding in India.
You know, the situation with United is, you know, the club is in a period of change and they have been for a while. So I don't have anything bad to say about Manchester United. I think it's been an important part of not only my career, but just my life. You know, so I'm grateful for the opportunity to play for them. But, you know, football is the same as life and not everything, you know, goes as simple as you may have thought. And yeah, this is my next step, my next chapter. And I'm fully focused on this and trying to improve myself and help the team win trophies. That's where I'm focused right now. So yeah, I don't have anything to say about Manchester United. I just wish them all the best and I hope they are successful in the future. So yeah, I'm focused on here and like I said before, I'm ready to play. You know, I'm ready to experience this club.
Yeah. Rich, so Utie interview now. He was asked about how things have not gone well for him at Manchester United in the last few years. And so Utie, the first part of the interviewer, he tries to say, when he said, try. Say, can't some money for Manchester United. First, he said that, the club has gone through a lot of change and he doesn't want to talk about, it's change. After the club changing me, I say, see, I don't have anything bad to say about Manchester United.
I don't know, Maka.
No, so you see, Rich, it's a smart. You mentioned Justice Blay. Even abroad, there are certain players who have gone on loan, and mind you, a loan. Whether it's an obligation to buy, option to buy, whatever the case is, and your loan, you're making your boy, and Barca will say that we don't want to trigger. Whether they will pay penalty or not, or you're a Manchester United player, you need to be smart. And I like how Marcus Rashford handled himself in such a situation. I don't have anything bad to say about Manchester United. The club has gone through a lot of change. This is my new chapter. And that is why Uko in front of your friend is saying, Uko in front of Mundo Deportivo, they'll put his picture. And they are saying that he says he wants to win major trophies with Football Club Barcelona. Rich, is going to be important. I think that he will push Lamine more.
Okay.
He will support Rafinha more. wearing the iconic jersey number 14 donned by Thierry Henry means that if a chance comes for him to play at centre forward, he is going to be very important for Football Club Barcelona. And I think that the cultural dynamics of Barca will be good because watch the Barca team now, a lot of Spaniards and Catalans. Inigo Martinez, Juan Garcia, Alejandro Balde, Fiifi, Pedro. All of these boys are Spaniards people. The cultural diversity now becomes better. Marcus brings a different way of doing things in addition to the Germans and the Polish for the woman. Then also gives them an edge when they are going to play in a lot of games. I'm excited to see Marcus Rashford, our football club, your friend Barcelona. Which this young man is the best left back under 20 years in Europe this year. Whatever you want to say. But Obia Washe Jorrel Hato knows the quality that he brings. And the last time Babekai, everybody that has followed Chelsea's business this summer will agree it's probably one of the best transfer businesses that Chelsea for a year. And it is because projects normally so much do the level where now it is really about challenging for titles. And now make say only Lanka. Yeah, the Enkas you see a G League next season. You see a Shebasa. And on the me kai. Me see a Shebasa. Iti Tobas Mammy come say we
claim say if you see na mu
and Bambi Shibin Besena. Mammy come say we na for Wabem. Okay. Me see next season. Send your Moka say Paris Saint-Germain intimation you born a train. You bet Barca. You bet Madrid. You bet Bournemouth. Barca put your penny pa. Stamford Bridge 2-0. And we say you're more women away. Bakupe. All you want to take. No co.
Most more car away.
You bet send on Onkoni Stadium. You bet send on maybe a one. And whatever the music. You bet Bournemouth 2-0. You bet send. You share Barca 2-0 and Angelique you okay.
Only forget
it.
Oh, Casa too much.
Yeah, Casa, yeah.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah, set up Paris Saint-Germain.
No, so would you club need to say? Currently, see a cat clubs that we are sitting now. Chelsea is the best. I don't know what you mean, Casama to be made. What is that?
You see, Basa, League in the Encancho. You do want to see Baba Ken once a man for saying, you best Basa. You next season, Manchester United, you're 6 points or more, home and away, your budget, your best.
Come a cousin, you
are senior. Who will be Biaka? Manchester United next season.
What's almost 6 points away?
Yeah, 6 points or more, your budget. Manchester United.
Never. No problem.
Okay.
Said your Ujina Okase. What is a man to me and just a crowd season? Namusha Barcelona. Muyoki is on the 80. Samo, Uti, see a best Shamaniaco championship. Muyoki. Now we'll be able to be sharing at the first minute 2-1 about Yasham for 3 Mumu team. United in your team. Last season, remember, I'm cast over Casamusha Seminary. See, no one must see any idea. Must see crown crying inexperience your ball portrait. Inexperience, no. Last minute, and wash out of a copy. If you ball portrait, and yes, Yabesha United, the best team in the world in the Premier League. You see, what's the opposite of semantics? You bet me on semantic side now. You can't see a Belgian Premier League. You see a Besha. So, would you say, if you are sitting now, body. About the club football. The entire domestic league ultimate. Domestic league ultimate. You know what I can say the domestic club work out ultimate. After the lady about it, after fine, me and I'm cancer. But the best team in the world. No. That is why you said, young cow. You can't see a Belgian. And you're not catching. Yen you see a budget. You can't see a better Paris Saint-Germain club or cup. One man can train. Yen you can't. We see a supercomputer and kind. And I'm trying to why and out to return to us. And as a group, and your boy, much a PhD. Yes, you have no winning in ball. And you see, let's see, Champions League. And you see, and I was son of what trophy, FIFA Club World Cup. Exactly. And I'm also the best in the world. Exactly. And you see, then a cup of young women do want to see a bedja. Yeah, better. But next season, yes, United women are with 6 points. You know, by October, Yamia do it to come 6 points. And go for Blogana for Omoni Stadium.
Nti you don't Stamford Bridge 2-0.
Yeah, no match no baby am be kono.
Tell you. But that no more see.
They say me who baby am ko ni na me.
E ko e.
Ye be sisa akwa ni na.
United dey.
Who ni bobo? ABB on skirmishes be near bi amoye na mo dey share teams. Yeah, mamu fa bi share da. I'm telling you.
No to.
You hu to.
What is the show?
And I make say sa yiri na ne hu.
Which team?
Last season 6 points were here. Be crazy that.
Last season he about the bomb match dia. This year mama could create a boss our left back side on. And no can get you. Now we are buying the best young under 20 left-sided player.
We are that way.
Yes, he captained Ajax at age 17. So only now be friend akwa. So only no. Obi only no friend akwa. Okay, no problem. Say ya na beka. But you never. O share much your coffee, Charlie coffee. When you press on ya the power. One day you better.
I has a retire. No. Tell me carry down.
Very well crowd about it.
Imbuamu. Coffee. Imbuamu dear. Wow, we are Chelsea dear. But when you mean na jitu say. Signings are this summer. The best signing so far.
Oh, Manchester United.
Asama make can team Manchester United.
What's it?
Teams now be top players in the
The best is Brian Mbeumo.
The best.
Okay, Martin.
The best business that club be behind this season, this summer. Transfer.
Okay.
Hey, Brian Mbeumo.
Okay.
Super player.
The matches no.
Let's move.
Matches no. Boba Mr. Intrichim. Intrichim na super player. Bana say Jigua. Intrichim. Because yen yebeshamo. And the team here is the baby and etosi in terms of defense no. That's why we brought in Jorrel Hato. And I was telling you, within 19 years, at age 17, a captain of Ajax Amsterdam. And Debia Yeboma Kukreya as the left-sided fullback. Kukreya Ekmetinyaba inside as an inverted fullback like Enzo Maresca wants. But in the morning game, any Debia na open a fullback that will play as the inverted one. Sometimes you want somebody that will do the overlapping and underlapping runs for you. And I bet you Jorrel Hato is a part of those players. And you see, not Chelsea have a major problem on the left-hand side because Mihailo Modric Eko Konya issue or out of the team. Jadon Sancho Enya issue out of the team. So it meant that Chelsea had to solve the problem on the left-hand side, especially also because Chelsea fans were over-reliant on Abante Fred and Marco Correa. There were even games in that Chelsea bar. Marco Correa had to invert into the left half space in attack as he said, or attacking number 8 and as well number 10. So that profile had always been very important to Chelsea. There was a young boy in the academy called Ishi Smith-Samuels. Chelsea fans said, oh, you're good. But on shouldn't do level where you play consistently. So then let's take him on loan or permanent sale to Strasbourg. Then we can buy a quality player. Which so Uko left hand side on this summer alone. Chelsea for after Jamie Bino Gatins on the left hand side, natural left winger. Obia or your right foot, but Okati from the left hand side on the right foot now a direct and he'll give you goals. Then they have bought somebody who a lot of people believe is a striker, but in my own analysis, or your left-sided player because or your left half space occupier. Like I was telling you, there were a lot of games where Kukreya had to play in the left half space. In this case, Joao Pedro can play as a left half space player, even if you have Liam Delap. It's over in a mid block against a very, very deep block. One more in a compact 5-4-1. What you do is that you need your Jimmy Gatins to keep the weight over here. Then you can even play Joao Pedro as part of the players that start in the left half space. But the open is Akrampoda. Even if you buy Xavi Simons, another good player in the left half space, Kopama becomes the natural number 10 centrally. Then Enzo Fernandez becomes the roaming 10 on the right hand side with another winger. In the Enzo Maresca system, no, the wingers will keep the weight. The half space players will be in the half spaces. You have Kopama who will be next picking in the central areas. Then a proper number 9 in the box to create chances. Combination play. Because every time, over against team, we are all defending in a 5-4-1 mid blocker or defending the wide areas in a 2v1. So you need your half space player to do a lot of movements, underlapping, overlapping, and of course inside and outside movement to combine play and do well. In the attacking side it was done. But then you can play a bit for Abante Fred and Marco Correa. no one overlapping maybe. But even with that, also with the ability to play as part of the back three in a 4-back system when you want to invert or overlap with your right hand side. In the next season, Chelsea will game like the game plan against team my friend Paris Saint-Germain. Now you use Malo Gusto as the wicket keeper on the right hand side. Your back three now consists of your left-sided centre-back, Jorrel Hato, for a very long time at Ajax Amsterdam, has played as a left-sided centre-back. Although he started as a left-back, like a Jurrien Timber, like a Ricardo Calafiori, like a Josko Guardiola. These kind of players are almost an attribute to play either a left-sided centre-back or left-back. Then you can have Levi Cole as a CCB, then Wesley Fofana or Trevor Chalobah as a right-sided centre-back, then a lone 6 to control the tempo of the game. It's a very good player, athletic enough, good in terms of 1v1 duels, and then now Chelsea for Edin Komo. And now Chelsea for catch hard to say they want him no. Quickly, personal terms wasn't a problem. Oma agree. Then they went to Ajax Amsterdam to go and talk about him. Ajax for an accent price is somewhere around 60 million. But Chelsea for were GDC betting at about 40 million thereabouts, and they will do a deal for him. They were waiting for say Renato Vega, Ebeko Tima, your friend Atletico de Madrid, and then quickly they will be able to get Abanti, your friend Jorrel Hato. But Renato Vega to Atletico de Madrid has not gone on, but still Chelsea want to make sure say they do a deal for Abanti, your friend Jorrel Hato. Rich 1v1s now solid. This is a video from UEFA TV. Our Champions League, Europa League boy last season. Solid 1v1 ability from Abantia, your friend Jorrel Hato, anytime that you are watching him. Apart from the 1v1 ability no Kitano, or something good in terms of the ball kind. I want you to watch this one. So watch join me on Facebook. Look at how the ball loops behind Abantia friend Hato. And how he reads the game, comes in with his head, wins the first header, and then calmly controls the ball in this area and holds up play. For Enzo Maresca, the left-sided centre back or any of the fullbacks, no, most of the times will find themselves in central areas, and that is why this attribute of Abantia friend Jorrel Hato is a very important part. And of course the physical ability, no, is good. The only thing I don't like about Jorrel profile, no, is the height. So because some games that Chelsea ball last season, the far post of Marco Correa was targeted because he hit. And again, if you are inverting into the center of the park, the space at the far post on the left hand side, no, can be a little bit worrying. But I think that Jorrel has shown that he's good in that regard, and he can be very good. Last season, about 31 games at Ajax Amsterdam, we need a tackle 62%, we need duels 128%, the passing accuracy 91%. The youngest starting captains in Europe last season for Ajax in the European footballer. Rich, he is in good company with Rafael van der Vaart, Johnny Heitinga, Marco van Basten, and our branch friend Matthias de Ligt, with 17 years of age and starting as captain, 282 games for Ajax Amsterdam. He has told us when he said he wants Chelsea. It was Shoma properly conversation, Rich, don't you think, say, a branch here age 17, what about 282 games? Young but very experienced. Also the fact that why a captain for Ajax Amsterdam, so you get a personality that goes into the Chelsea team that has the mentality of leading from the off on the field of play and also winning. That is exactly what Chelsea Foro are going to get in Abantia, your friend Jorrel Hato. For a little update on Xavi Simons, no problem. Chelsea Foro are still in the conversation for Xavi. I think Jorrel will be done before Xavi Simons. No, can say Bayern for now started calling RB Leipzig for Max Abel is calling, but their first focus is Abantia, your friend Luis Diaz, and most of the times it looks as if that's going to happen. Now, me had much now when I get time, I'll delve into why Chelsea wants Xavi Simons tactically on the tactical board, and we'll talk about other things. Benfica for 8 years for Abantia, your friend Joao Felix to go to Benfica. We'll see how that turns out. Now Mbappe number 10 is normal now. Madrid actually doesn't have Madrid number 10 is most iconic jersey, is it? I think the number 7 is more iconic at Madrid than
because of Ronaldo.
Yeah, number 10 not really iconic. I mean, as it is, but then we'll see how that one goes. Rich, saying how can already fancy one now. And then Friday, and then Thursday. Sorry, UEFA Conference Day, UEFA Europa League qualifying games now. Basel and then Manchester Muda they look very, very clear. Usually around this time, no Thursdays, no, you're tidy. Means I want to treat you say and now team here. Overture code no, and I'll be taking a screenshot. No, I could fix no, I could check. Rich, first one a 21 BC 0BA0. Next one a 21 BC 0929. Third one a 21 BC 04A4. Next one a 21 BC 01A4. And the last one a 21 BBFF17. Good luck.
Okay, Fiifi Manfred, you're not